second.
Maybe it's time for Rengar mid.
Oh,
Don't know why I was talking about that. That's never been a thing. It's all right. The Talia going to be the lock away here for Showmaker. Has previously been one of his favorites.
don't look at that win rate. It's okay. It was a different time. We were experimenting a lot early this season, and it's okay. It's better now. It's stronger now.
But it's still going to be lower damage than we have seen before, as this would be a bit of a classic. DuDu going back to the Sylas into the Gnar.
Sylas into the Gnar, but also into Skarner is pretty crazy. If you can close the gap with your Sylas, set up a big Impale, the Seraphine follow-up is so strong. Many with life so far this season.
And look, I reckon that Enosh's win rate on Ezreal is probably better than his win rate on the Lucian, as that hop just does so much damage.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Sorry, dude. He's gonna get flashed. Oh, the range of the mini Gnar. Not enough to catch him after the flash.
I see it.
Yeah, I hope so. That's all right. Enosh taking a lot of damage here. Smash going forward, finds the Q and finds the autos. The barrier comes down as Life almost able to get enough damage back on Smash to threaten him.
Summoners for life or career.
All right, here's the angle. Like you were saying, the Gnar is going to push the Gnar back, and he goes down. That is first blood over to Doiv, and that lead in the red numbers. Some honey fruit going to get eaten there from Smash just to keep him healthy in this lane. As Life really wants to get a ward in, but Lucid just going to pull him round, slams him into the wall. There's that wild growth combo we were talking about. The sidestep not quite good enough, but the Impale connects onto both. Enosh is able to arcane shift, but it's only after the fact. And the volley picks it up. Both of them able to tank the turret shot, and DK come alive.
D+ with a huge win there in the bottom lane as Closer getting some help here. Maybe they could catch Showmaker, but he ghosts away.
A hug. And he doesn't really feel too excited about it. Doiv now taking some damage as well in the interim, has to flash to get out of the seismic shove. And D+, I thought this was going to be a low damage. Oh, okay. Pop goes the Gnar. Like he had one more ability left in him. As it turns out, the answer is no. It's okay. The Weaver's Wall comes in. The Impale's just going to hold him in position. Seismic shove throws him around, and Doiv, there's just not a whole lot he can do. Boulders being thrown around. Closer is going to have to get out of there, and DuDu's winning. I mean, honestly, it does feel like DuDu has got a bit of an extra task on his hands.
Q kind of just walks into this, and the hijack is face up.
I think he just thought that he was going to have the transformation, and
his team is ahead and has control over the map.
All right, here's a Realm Warp, as D+ might be able to get themselves out of here. That's just a wild growth to interrupt. Oh god, Korea, that was beautifully played. The Aegis Assault does come on through, but Doiv is very far up. True Shot Barrage comes down. The snipe with the arrow. And Smash not quite able to get there to follow up that damage. Boulder is going to come on through here from Lucid. Does have Flash Impale available. Let's see whether he pulls the trigger. As they dive on top of him, he gets hit by absolutely everything, and he just walks it off. And now it's Smash that's trying to glide around this bottom lane. It's just not enough.
I don't think the Sylas is going to be the one who could carry the game. He might get another solo kill. Nope, not this time.
Yeah, steals away a Gnar. As here's the turn, gets some buttons back. There's the Gnar into the wall, lands the chains. Flash out from Siwoo. He's going to get him to safety, but
here 2D+ as a punish on DuDu.
Oh dear, Weaver's Wall comes down, and yeah, playing the Sylas into Talia just doesn't feel all that fun, does it? That's a solo bolo, actually, as Siwoo hadn't touched him. Worse. As Arrow going to connect onto Life here. There's the max range Impale to pull back the Seraphine. Still able to get that beat drop down, and Smash did not want to overextend into a potential stun. The Rock is going to come down. Mikhails is there to help the Seraphine, as now Showmaker looking to try and stop DuDu from getting in here, but DuDu has Closer coming along over. And the Seismic Shove creates some space. Doiv once again with an odd angle on that ulti, and the flashes coming through from everyone. And Siwoo's in the top lane. Used, right, in trade of only lives. But, you know, 2 flashes for 1 is all we're really talking about here. It's the flash to get out of the way of the Gnar. That was very nicely done, and unfortunately DNS unable to get the catch.
So, you know what? I think they will eventually get it. Closer?
Yeah, Closer's just going to walk up. Smash is going to show up, though, and so the flash does have to come on through. Seismic Shove was on cooldown, so unfortunately not going to be there after the arrow.
The biggest of which is still on this Skarner that they just can't hurt. They can't kill him.
Well, they're going to try. As here's the Realm Warp. They're looking to close in, and instead he just drives his lawnmower out of there.
Don't forget, he also has the shield on top of that. If they can get him low enough to proc it, can try to deny entry completely, or...
Oh dear, there's a seismic shove, and Career is actually the one that picks up the kill somehow. That's exactly the one that they wanted to take down, though. That's probably what you want to do. All right, speaking of pressing some R buttons, it is going to be Doiv making his way in there, looking for Siwoo, whose Naba will be coming back up. And DuDu looking to make his way through. Doesn't land the chains, but gets the Na onto the Na. Down goes the Na. Whether they can get mid-inhib, but with the turret going down, it's as if it's gone. And in fact, they are just able to walk their way over. Life is going to get pulled up and manages to get the charm thanks to Lucid. That was kind of crazy. Now you got mid laners battling on the other side, and Doiv is just going to get wiped out. Flashes have to be employed to get out of the way of the Impale. And Closer running for the hills. DuDu also not able to make his way in, as this Taliyah pick is really making it so difficult for these flanks to come through from DNS. Still something that DuDu wants to look for here, as Showmaker wants to get him away from them once again. As Lucid with that big old shield, that's another beat drop to come on through, but Life is so close to dead. There goes Closer, and now the Wild Growth Smash is looking to lock them up. That's a great Wild Growth to come through from DuDu, though, and he takes down the Ashe. The question is, can he actually do anything else? And the answer is no. As they take him out, Lucid gives him the good old thumbs up. Man, this guy has some feelings today on Summoner's Rift. And D+, they will be able to take down their second Nexus of the night. And what a return to form from this team, as they did lose both series last week and came back with a vengeance here today.